Alright, another week has passed. Let's see the best suggestions of the week. The first suggestion is by the Brishkshan Horse Rework. Horses in Minecraft are currently seen as useless. They are slower than other transportation methods, and usage in combat, a very common usage of horses before industrialization, is practically impossible due to how attacking on a horse works. Movement. Currently, horses move like players, in whatever direction you are looking, with a speed penalty for side to side. This means when you want to attack something, you are charging head first and easily killed. Solution: make horse movement similar to boats. Pressing forward moves in the horse direction, left and right stirs the horse. Not only would this make things better, it would also be more realistic than a horse doing an instant 180. This would also allow the player to look in a different direction. Maybe attack or place things to the side of the horse while they ride forward. Implementation: I'd imagine fairly easy, just reuse some codes from boats. Speed: the average horse runs about 30 miles per hour, 48 to 80 meters per hour, or 13.11 blocks per second. 1 block equals 1 meter. Increase the max speed obtainable by breeding to some degree. A well-bred horse can run up to 40 miles per hour, with the fastest nearing 45. Minecraft's perfect. Most well-bred horses currently only barely surpass 30. 14.5 blocks per second, 32 miles per hour. Implementation: adjust the stats of the horses so they can max is much higher. Natural horses should spawn in the same stat range. Allow breeding to reach higher speeds, 18 miles per second, to make breeding rewarding. Collecting brass wrote, good changes. I would be happy to see them implemented, but I don't think that make horses any more useful. Horses should be able to swim and ride through leaves. Real horses can swim, and it makes sense that a large, heavy creature could pass through leaves. The next suggestion is by Van Jerko. Colored bricks. It's definitely an idea as old as the game itself, but I think it's about time. Having colored clay with no colored bricks has been an inconsistency that has bugged me since 1.6. With so many other colored blocks, half being added since stained clay, I can't really think of a valid reason it shouldn't be done. Here are some mock-ups I made to demonstrate that it doesn't just have to be slapping a mortar texture on the terracotta textures and being done. Some stylistic variety would be awesome. Ultra Ferret wrote, more brick variants would be cool. Moon 307 responded, give me mossy variants of things already Mojang. The next suggestion is made by Ultra Ferret. New world type, islands. In the islands world types, the majority of the world is an ocean and islands generate sparsely. The player spawns on an island and would have to travel large distances to find other islands. Stuff like caves, biomes, and structures would still generate the same way. This would allow for fun survival island worlds. This would also be cool on multiplayer, where players can have their own islands to build and survive on. Below are a few images of what the islands would look like. Customization settings, bold default. Island size, random, tiny, small, medium, large, huge. The average size that islands generate. Random option means islands can generate any size. Island sparsity, single, very high, high, normal, low, very low. How common, close together islands generate. Higher means fewer islands generate, and lower means more islands generate. The single option makes only one island spawn in the entire world and gives you the options to select the biome of the islands. All ocean biomes will still generate if a biome is selected. Ethan the Judge wrote, honestly, this seems like a very interesting world generation. I'm also hoping for more rare island biomes in Minecraft pretty soon. Yopi responded, yeah, islands are fun. Hydrogen Monopoly also responded, I like them to make ocean huge again. Have parts of these huge oceans full of islands. as well as having large continents. More of a stretch, but I like to see ships added. Make it so no more boats can traverse ocean waters, but you can make large ships to do it. The ships can hold chests and beds, etc. And the last suggestion is by Economy Analysis 546. The player locator bar should only appear when holding a map or compass. Right now, the player locator bar replaces the entire XP bar. In theory, this could be interesting, but as it exists right now, it's an awful feature. I know it's optional, but still. The player locator bar should only appear when holding a map or compass. If holding a compass, the compass will instead point towards the nearest player. Usually, you don't need to find your way back to world spawn, or if you do, coordinates are enabled on console and mobile, and Java has that 3. If you rename a compass world spawn, we will point towards world spawn. This just improves the player locator bar slightly and makes it less obstructive overall, while still being a very good feature. However, in addition to this, some players are saying that their secret bases will be found, but you are able to wear a mob hat to keep yourself out of the player locator bar while in your base. Petrified Bloom responded, right now the player locate bar replaces the entire XP bar. Not always. If your XP changes, the XP bar returns. Besides, if you're not earning or spending XP, why does it matter how full the XP bar is? For most of gameplay, the XP bar is totally unused UI. What's the harm in hiding it when it's not in use? The player locate bar should only appear when holding a map or compass. Nah, if you have to hold a trash item to get use of the feature, I just don't use it at all. I could see a modified version of this working, like the player locator bar shows the rough location of someone, or just detects someone is nearby, but holding an item makes it precise. But it doesn't make sense to be a compass. Maybe a player locator or something? This would help with the issue of secret bases you mentioned. Usually you don't need to find your way back to world spawn, or if you do, coordinates are enabled on console or mobile, and Java has F3. Compasses point back to your bed if you have slept. Their primary purpose is finding your way back to your base. I think they should be preserved, rather than have people rely on coordinates, especially in Java. The F3 menu is a mess, a super useful mess, and I wouldn't want it to go away, but having more immersive option isn't a bad thing. And there you have it. These are some of the best suggestions from this week. If you are interested on what Mojang is doing recently, please check out this video.